Omkara bindu samyuktam nityam gayandi yoginaha kamadam mokshadam cheva omkaraya namo namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So namaste masters, welcome back. So last time we discussed about Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, the first chapter, the Sadhana Pada, about meditation, what he talked about, what is mind, how to Chitta Vritti Nirodha, and what are all the obstacles, how to come about, all those things. Now, the first thing for success is knowledge. Knowledge is power. So what is knowledge is not collecting information. We all know real knowledge. Now talking about the knowledge, what is the ultimate knowledge? From where we get it? What is it? So most of you are aware now why we are here is to realize our true nature. So in true nature, when you understand, the true knowledge flows. It is there. So the earliest Hindu scriptures have given us a lot of wisdom on this aspect. What is Veda? Say Vedanta philosophy. So to go back, there are so many masters today, so many books have come out, etc. But everybody, what is the inspiration? From where it came? So thousands and thousands of years back, Veda. Veda means knowledge actually. That's all. Vid means to know. So you would have heard Brahman, Parabrahman, Paramatma, Atman, Jivatma. All these words we are hearing. Soul, super soul, oversoul, supreme soul, all. So a little bit of understanding, let's try to understand in my simple way, whatever way possible. It is not easy. If you know everything, then there is no need to be here. So we do not know that way we are here. So what is that to know? Who is Brahman or what is Brahman is the right question you have to ask. In fact, there is no definition. It is not possible. If you define anything, then it is not Brahman or Parabrahman, what we call above. So that which cannot be known is really Brahman. So knowing the unknown, whatever way possible. So like science is doing the path. What we know, we follow that path to understand what is unknown, right? So to that extent, let us try to understand. So Brahman and Atman, what is the difference here? So what is Brahman? The understanding is as per Vedic philosophy. Veda, Anta means end of Vedas. That is, Vedas are revelations. All rishis, they got direct knowledge, like Sapta rishis onwards from the Creator himself. Sapta rishi would have heard. Then so many rishis were meditating, sitting in tapas, and they were trying to understand each. The Veda was divided into 4 by sage Veda Vyasa, you know. That was only 5,000-6,000 years back. That's all. Into 4 Vedas, you may be knowing. And Veda Anta, end of Veda, is called Upanishads otherwise. So Upanishad are commentaries by different sages. That's why Mandukya Upanishad and Brihadaranya Upanishad, so many things are there. So there are hundreds of are there, but we never got it, all lost it unfortunately, except a few, maybe 10, 11 or few of them. And Adi Shankara, Shankaracharya, who came 1200 years back, 788 AD to 820 AD he lived. Just 32 years. First 16 years he studied all these things and he explained about, he wrote all Bhashyas, it is called, commentaries on all the Upanishads and about Bhagavad Gita and whatnot, even Patanjali Yoga Sutras. So from that we got a lot of knowledge, explanation. So as per this, Brahman means Same Parabrahman or Paramatma, all same only. And Atman is not different. When there is fire, there are sparks, right? So the spark and the original fire is not different. It is same thing. Like that, Atman, when it is just to understand in the reality, practical reality, what we can understand with these five senses. It is separately mentioned. That's all. Otherwise, there is no difference, right? So the very meaning is Sat, Chit, Ananda is Brahman. So Sat means very existence. Chit means generally we say consciousness, but here we have to understand undifferentiated universal consciousness. And Ananda means bliss. It is not pleasure. Pleasure means pain also is there. Happiness means unhappiness is there. So it much beyond that, the pure bliss. So this existence, undifferentiated universal consciousness with bliss. If all these are there, we say it is the Brahman. That's so. What is Atman is, again, as I said, individual level. So even Atman or Paramatman cannot be defined. So what Adi Shankara says? So what is not, you can say. Now, we have something X. Yes, this is a pen, you say, but it is not. And we said this is nose, this is ears, this is mouth, this is body, but it is not, it is not. Like that's what science is doing, same way. Negate, negate, negate. Na iti, it is not, it is not. Like that, if you keep on deducing, then you reach that, understand that. So never ending, right? So next slide you can put. Now we all heard about day to day, all these words plus God, nature, all these things you are hearing. So who is God then? So we call, as I said, Parabrahman, Brahman, Atman, etc. Even in Christian theology, terminology, they talk about God immanent and God transcendent. So that is Brahman and Atman. Atman is transcendent. So same way, God is both within and without also is told. So we feel there is a paradox. It is not actually. It is only just to understand it is separated and talk like this. So that Brahman, when we understand the creation as supreme ruler of the universe, when the universe was created, then he is, or actually he is not the right way. Purusha means we think it is male and it is not so. It is all neutral. That is why God, Tat Tvam Masti, God is always that you are, only is said. That word is used in Sanskrit, Tat. So supreme ruler of the universe is called Purusha, or he is also called as God, also called as Ishvara. Here comes the name Ishvara. So Ishvara, what is the difference is? This is Brahman seen with Prakriti is Ishvara. And Ishvara is with attributes. Like, you know, Saguna Brahman and Nirguna Brahman. Brahman is Nirguna actually. But when there is Guna, attributes are there, then called God or Purusha. So, but none other than Brahman. How can we understand this? Now think of the ornament, jewelry. We have varieties, bangles, earband, or whatever it is, so many things you wear. So you give some name for that jewelry, different jewelries. But what is the essence of that? It is gold. So gold, can you see? So can there be a jewelry without gold? Yes. But can there be gold without jewelry? Yes. So it is something like that. That gold, that essence is Brahman. So God is that jewelry. That is why many ways, and particularly in India and Hindu and Eastern cultures, we have the freedom to choose. It is not a philosophy of a single person and following somebody else like that. No commandments also here. So only subsequent masters have explained for the day-to-day life implementation. So who is instantly present as well as infinitely elsewhere. He is the dweller in autumn, the abode of all things is God. So The cosmos, other side, Prakriti, is otherwise called as cosmos also. Prakriti again is undifferentiated matter and mind, pure, original. That is called nature. So when you say nature, it is not only external, what we see, the universe, the cosmos, also the individual nature, ours. So we are, say, as above, so below, we say. So whatever is in the universe is same thing here. So now we all know that E is equal to mc squared. Everything is energy. Matter is not different. Matter is also energy. Now it's all foregone conclusion, unlike earlier days, right? So keeping the understanding, Prakriti. So all human beings are, or even all existence, this existential reality, what we are seeing, is with attributes. So Purusha and Prakriti combination is there. Both are together. And even the Prakriti, talking about, where is Brahman here? So Brahman is now, if you think that Brahman is fire, then the Prakriti is the heat. Can you separate the heat from fire? No. So like that, but fire, can there be heat and fire separate? No. But from where it comes? Fire. That is Brahman. Prakriti is that heat, that aspect. So it cannot exist apart from Brahman, eternally inseparable. This we have to understand. So Prakriti is the power of Brahman. So Purusha, Ishvara, or God are the same. Again, it's all with attributes. So always this Prakriti is concerned, what happens is keep on changing the nature. Nature is not constant. Undifferentiated was there, but manifestation happens. So keeps on changing. So the elemental undifferentiated stuff of mind and matter started changing. Why it is changing? It is always changing because of the three gunas. We talked about three gunas. So the Brahman is Trigunatita, whereas all these mind and matter are Trigunatmika. So what are the gunas we talked about? Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. So it is not only physical, individual level, in entire existence, all these permutation combination it is changing. If all the three gunas are in balance, then it is undifferentiated. There is stillness, there is nothing, there is pure bliss only. Whereas it is changing. So without change, it is wonderful. So our goal is to go back to that. So we talk about creation, sustenance, and dissolution. This is happening within and without the cosmos itself. So when there is imbalance, it is going on. That's why you all may be knowing about yugas. We talk about so many yugas, then manvantaras. So, and the one day of Brahman is trillions of our years, what we calculate about. So these four yugas are there. After end of the four yuga, again there is stillness there. So this happens in the universe itself. Keep on changing. So when balance is reached, then there is stillness. Then again starts creation, sustenance, then dissolution. Creative dissolution. Actually, there is no dissolution. It is only happening like, that's appearance like. Dissolution, and again it is coming back. So same way, it is going on within us. You think of the body. We have the creative power. Creation is happening, blood and so many things inside, what is happening? And for maintenance is happening. Then elimination is happening. Without elimination, can you think of keep on eating and without digestion, what happens? So same way, we have to understand in a clear way. The balancing of all the three gunas is our goal. So let us see what Patanjali Maharshi is talking about this. See, Patanjali introduces here the God. I think there is next slide. Yeah. So what Patanjali says about God is called Ishvara. Ishvara Pranidhanadva. Samadhi is attained by devotion with total dedication to Ishvara. So this is one of the very important methods he has suggested how to reach that ultimate goal of self-realization or God realization or finding our true nature. So there are so many things, but starting point is various methods you can use for concentration. Then from concentration only you can go. So even Shwasa Prashwasa, what you are talking about, breath awareness, that also he says. That is one of the methods. So here Ishvara Pranidhanadva. So who is Ishvara? So he says the meaning here is concentration may also be attained through devotion to Ishvara. The first time he talks about Ishvara. He defines who is Ishvara then. Klesha karma vipaka ashayahi aparamrishta purusha vishesha Ishvaraha. An ideal person, a role model who is established himself in Swarupa. He is called Purusha or Ishvara or God. And the Purusha comes, in fact, Purusha and Prakriti is more explained in Sankhya Yoga. Then you will ask me what is Sankhya Yoga. There are 6 systems of philosophy. Shad Darshanas called earliest literature. So Shad Darshanas are Nyaya, Vaisheshika. These are all very scientific. Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa. This Uttara Mimamsa is nothing but Upanishads. So these 6 systems of philosophy explains about that. So we can use this real knowledge. Ultimately, the goal is to reach that, realize our true nature. So who is this Purusha? So in us also it is there. Even we are combination of Purusha and Prakriti. So like a role model. That's why Krishna is called as Purusha Uttama. So he is a Purusha, but king of Purusha. So now, okay, talking about Bhagavad Gita, the other day our modalists are just said that chapter 13, if I remember right, explains about God also, what is Brahman. So here, he uses a different word here, terminology. Then who is Krishna? Now, Krishna is like us born, physical. He has taken embodied soul. But let's the notion of difference between him and us. Say around 5,200 and odd years back, he was born. He lived for 125 years. I have gone and seen his birthplace where he played and where he died also. Everything is a history. They are not mythology. Clear evidences are there. Over and over, next generation, people have seen and they talked about and preserved that place. So where his last rites were performed by Arjuna, not even his children, near a river, where even Adi Shankara has gone and established an ashram there. There is a cave there where he meditated and also the Pandavas meditated next to that. I have gone and sat there. See, this is all real history. So, sorry. Krishna, what he talks about, this Prakriti or this body or whatever exists is called Kshetra. It's a field. Everything is a field. So everything is a field and the indweller is called, that field is called Kshetra. You know Kshetra means temple, we think. Yes, the body itself is a temple. Deho devalya prokto jivo deva sanatanaha. Tejed ajnana nirmalyam soham bhavena pujaye. Once you remove your ignorance, there is no need to go outside. Sa aham, he, I am. You can do puja to yourself. This is all ancient wisdom. So same thing, there is no conflict. Only we have to understand. Only half-learned people talk about and we get confused. So if we cannot convince, at least let us not confuse others. So we'll have to learn again and again and again, going to the authentic test. Then we'll understand. So he calls Kshetra and Kshetrajna in Bhagavad Gita. So the indweller is Kshetrajna. Now talking about Krishna, so he is also Brahman only, but Saguna. He has embodied, taken a form like us. So the difference is, he is really Brahman, like gold is there, but he is the jewel. That's all. Same way, so Krishna, he talks about Kshetra and Kshetrajna in Bhagavad Gita also. And he himself talks that I am God, I am everything. Bhagavad Gita is the only scripture which talks like this with authority. I am that. And ultimately, he shows his real nature, his Swarupa. So our goal is to attain that Swarupa, true nature. So he has shown that after talking to Arjuna, all yogas, he told him, and Arjuna says, who are you? Show me your true nature. He was thinking he was just the charioteer, just a friend, helping him to fight. So Arjuna was until then thinking that I am the doer. Yes, he is just a helper. But the way he was talking, and Arjuna was getting convinced more and more, more and more. So then he asked, surrendering to him, please show me your true nature, who you are. Then he shows that is called Vishwarupa Darshana. It is in another chapter, completely Bhagavad Gita explains, 11 or so. Fully he explains. Number 12 chapter is all about Bhakti Yoga. So Bhagavad Gita is not for just show, not for keeping in the puja and putting archana, flowers. No, it is, everything is there, everything. It contains the essence of Vedas. That's why in the end of all chapters says, Bhagavad Gita so, Upanishad so, Yoga Shastre, Krishna, Arjuna Samvade. Like that only it ends. So and so, Karma Yoga, Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Jnana Sannyasa Yoga, and ultimately Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, chapter 18. Like that it comes. Trigunas, he talks, everything is there. So you have to understand that. Then we really get interest to go in, and we get real guidance also. So there is no difference. All scriptures talk about the same thing only. So what Patanjali says is, the Prakriti is always changing because of the three gunas. So same way we are also mixed up. So Prakriti and Purusha is mixed up in us. So what Patanjali says is, separate the Purusha. So we are stuck in the Prakriti. So once you are able to separate, that is by meditation, dharana, dhyana, reach that. Then you become that Purusha. So like Krishna, we can become, like Christ, you can become by separating this. So what is this? Klesha karma vibhaka ashayaihi aparamrishta purusha visheshaha Ishvara. Who is Ishvara? Klesha means painful, karma means actions, vibhaka, the fruits of maturing, ripening and aging, which is happening always. All stored, accumulated. Ashayaihi means like an ocean. Everything is there. All the dirty mind we say. The mind itself means dirty actually. We have to understand that. So all this. So we have to clear all these. That is Chittavritti Nirodha. Once purification, same as I said earlier, Ajnana Nirmalyam. You have to Tejed Ajnana Nirmalyam, Ajnana, ignorance, remove that. Then you become that Purusha, Purusha Vishesha. So then what happens? Tatha Drashtuhu Swarupe Avasthanam. Once you reach that state, you go back to the true nature, Purusha. So you become Guru of yourself. As we used to say, the breath is your Guru. But we have to understand that we have to reach that state. Straight away you say, your breath is your Guru, just sit. Watching your breath means you will go to sleep. So you feel that, oh, I meditated for hours and days. But you are actually daydreaming there, eyes closed, you are dreaming. That's all. That should not happen. You should go. So what is his name then? When you reach that Purusha Vishesha, as per Patanjali. So he says, Ishvara. That's all. So when you say the three gunas, they are nothing but energies. In English word, there are no proper equivalents in English. Gunas means energies or qualities, what you talk about. So the designation of Ishvara is what? What is the name? There he comes. The next. Tasya vachaka pranavaha. The word expresses himself is Om. That is why the Om, why is so powerful? Om, Om, all the mantras when we chant start Om, and there are people simply by chanting Om itself, they have realized their supreme purpose. So it is not just a mantra, not just a word. In fact, sound and form goes together, form and sound. So whether the sound came first or light came first is a disputable. We don't know. So even there is light came. So even before all the creation, only just Brahman was there. Just darkness, they say today in science. Whether it was darkness or only light, we don't know. So at that time, there is nothing but the vibration of Om was there. The vibration, what we see, what we feel, everything is nothing but Om. That's why it's called Pranava Mantra. Tasya Vachaka Pranavaha. So we have to go on training the mind by chanting that, tune itself to that Ishvara, that Omkara. And when you chant, Tat Jabaha, Tat Arthabhavanam, with reflection, understanding the meaning, then you reach that state. As you know, whatever you think of something and think of only with 100% devotion, understanding, concentration, what happens? Manifest that. So same thing here. Om, Om, Om. So japa is the way to resonate, to shift the mind to this form. So you can even see keeping Om picture also. So depending upon whether you are audio or your video type, which is predominant, accordingly you can use both also, chanting as well as. This is called focusing on a form. That's why idol. Hinduism is all about symbolism. So you can use any symbol like that. So that also will take you, help us. So by japa, what happens? Small individual personality starts expanding. As I said, Swami Vivekananda said earlier. Expansion is life, contraction is death. So it happens. So this word, Brahman, in the beginning was Brahman, with whom was the Word, and the Word was truly the Supreme Brahman. Same way, even in Gospel, in Christianity, in the beginning was the Word, says the Gospel, according to St. John. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. See, there is no confusion at all, even they say. That's why even Christianity, chanting has been given a lot of prominence. But there are a lot of differences. So the statement echoes almost exactly as the verse, just what I said, Brahman, whom was the Word, and the Word was truly the Supreme Brahman. So our sadhana, one of the practices, the best practice is using this japa. So why japa? I hope you understood now. But when you do japa, you have to feel that meaning be there, not mechanically. Eyes open and watching here and there. People do, I did 1,000, I did 1 crore. There are people chanting in Bhakti Yoga. It may take you somewhere, but only 10% you may get. But when you are here with complete surrender to that sound, to that light, to that your own power, Supreme Self, then we really get the real knowledge, and whatever we talk becomes mantra. Every word becomes mantra. Every word, tathastu, earlier days, shapa you say, even blessing you say, just a show of hand, palm, or just say a word, it happens. Why? Because of that. They are in that state always. So with this understanding, let us go for today's meditation. Take a comfortable position, my dear friends. Take few deep breaths. Remove your spectacles if at all you are wearing, anyone. And as I've been telling, sitting on the floor is ideal. If you can, use it or lose it. So if you don't use your instruments properly, what it is meant for, then you lose it. That's all. So why I should sit on the floor when chair is there? Yes. When there is dining table, does it mean you have to eat only dining table? We never use dining table because poverty. But that helped us today. That's why I'm sitting and talking in front of you. Otherwise, this body would not have been on this planet. So sitting on the ground and eating, also just the thought came. You are bending and eating. See, it is needed for your Madhya Pradesha, that movement. And your head, mouth should go near the food, your hand, not mechanically like a robot eating. See, all those are very, very meaningful. Earlier days, our elders just taught us. They themselves may not know full meaning, but everything was scientific. So meditation is not a mechanical action. If you really want something, then apply day by day, change constantly and reach a transformation state like butterfly, cocoon becoming a butterfly. So that should happen. So sit comfortably, take few deep breaths. You can put the music in the background. Don't focus on the music. Let it run just to make you more comfortable so that mind may not drift away. Only for that, like tambura in a music performance. So that is needed like that. So that tuning happens, your brain waves also help you. So every exhalation, you feel relaxation. Every inhalation, you get energized. Observe that, not mechanically, conscious breathing, comfortable long breath. You can exhale through mouth or nose, both are okay, but inhalation better through nostril. And relaxation is the first step. Physical relaxation, then mental relaxation. So once you have closed your eyes, just if you want, you can shake, wriggle your toes and your palms. Let go all the tension. Just let go. Then let's go for deep relaxation of the body. Bring your awareness to the toes. Relax. Just thought, energy flows where your attention goes. You are aware now. Feel, relax your toes, feet and soles, S-O-L-E. Relax your upper foot, ankles. Relax from ankle to knee, calf muscles, shin. Relax your knee joints. Relax your thighs. Relax your hip joints. Relax your pelvis. You can inhale and compress your buttocks and release. Let go all the tension, stress stored there. Swa-adhisthana, Moola Adhara are there. Sitting comfortably, breathing normally. Relax, lower back, moving up vertebrae by vertebrae. Relax, lower back, mid back, upper back. Every tissues, ligaments, nerves. Relax, shoulders. Let go. Bring your awareness, your abdominal organs. Relax, externally and internally. Relax. Your intestines, large and small, colon. On the left side, pancreas, spleen, above, stomach, relax. On the right, liver, gallbladder, appendix, relax, relax, relax. Relax your chest region, your rib cage, internally, lungs, relax, heart, relax. Even your thymus gland is getting relaxed. Relax, relax. Move your awareness to the fingertips. Relax one by one. Just feel the sensation. Little finger to the thumb. Relax. Palms. Feel the sensitization of your palms. Relax your wrists. Forearm. Elbows. Upper arms. Biceps, triceps. Relax. Relax the whole hand. Relax your shoulders completely. Your spine erect, sitting straight, shoulders collapse. All your tension and stress stored in your shoulders is melting away, evaporating. Just observe. Complete spine is relaxed. Energy moving upward. Urdhva Mukha. Feel, relax your neck, front side, back side, your throat. Feel them getting relaxed. Back of your head, top of your head, crown, your scalp. Relax your forehead, the temple, it is called temple. Beauty, relax, feel them. Relax your eyebrows, eyelashes, eyelids, relax. Eyeballs, relax. Nostril, relax. Observe, cool in breath. Inspiration, inspiring you. Warm expiration, releasing all the negative used up energy, going away, melting away, like smoke. Relax your ears, cheeks, chibuka. You are smiling and relax, relaxing your lips, jaws, chin, releasing tension from the teeth, relaxing your tongue. If the tongue touches the upper palate, it is okay, fine. No controlling, just be. Feel them relax. Whole body relax from head to toes. Just giving attention if any part is inviting your attention. Just be there for a while, like mother attends to the infant. Every cell is interacting, rejoicing. Feel every cell of the body. Every cell is intelligent being, full of knowledge. Just connect. They know everything. Just connect. Let go all that is not needed in the mind. Mind has no entity. The inner extension of the body is mind. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. The cause of suffering, bondage, as well as liberation is the mind only. As you relax the body, feel the lightness of body and the mind too. Like waves, thoughts may come, thoughts may go, appear and disappear. Just observe them. That's all. Watching, watching, watching. They appear and disappear. You are not the thoughts, you are not the clouds. You are Akasha, behind that. The space unlimited. The pure sky, all encompassing. With that, just connect your source, whatever way is comfortable to you. Breath is the link between body, mind, intellect, soul. Just be with Swa-adhisthana. Be connected. Be in your center. Just be. That's why one sages called your heart is the center, the spiritual center. Feel that. There is nothing but pure love coming down from head to heart. There's a self-effulgent light. Swayam Prabha is there, allowed to expand, a loving energy, enlightening. Feel, include everyone, everybody. I am not different. I am that. I am Atman Brahman, knower of Brahman becomes Brahman. Just be there, masters. If any time mind is drifting away, bring back your awareness. Those who are comfortable can do Manasika Japa. Oh. Oh. Keep on. Tadartha Bhavanam. The meaning. Contemplating. Om It Ed Edat Aksharam Brahma. Om itself is Brahman. Dwell in that. Feel the resonance. Oh. Just be. Nothing to be done. Nowhere to go. Just dwell within your center. मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार चित्तानि नाहम् न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायुः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्। न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायुः न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशः न वा पाणिपादम् न चोपस्थपायो चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्। न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ न मे वै मदो नैव मात्सर्यभावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्। न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखम् न मन्द्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञाः अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्। न मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मा न बन्धु न मित्रम् गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्। अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभुत्वाच्च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणाम् na chasangatam naiva muktir nameyaha chidananda rupaha shivoham shivoham chidananda rupaha shivoham shivoham chidananda rupaha shivoham shivoham chidananda rupaha shivoham shivoham buddhoham shuddhoham Masters, slowly become aware of your physical reality here and now. At the count of 5, you may open your eyes if you are ready. No hurry, take your time. Everything is perfect, everything is happening. I am not doing anything. Everything happens through me. I am also a drop in that ocean of existence, but with the quality of the ocean once I merge with the ocean. One, 2, 3. Get ready slowly. At the count of 5, you may now open your eyes, fully awake, aware, awake, fully conscious, with a smiling face, feeling fine and in perfect health. 4, 5. May place your palms on your eyes and gently, when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you, Masters. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Parameshwaran sir, with the wonderful wisdom sharing and the class and the meditation. Yeah, Masters, if any, we already seen. Yeah, Purnima Rao, ma'am. Yeah, please go ahead. Ask your question.
Meditation was very beautiful. I saw streaks of light, though I wasn't in the presence of the light for too long. And the bliss, it was very beautiful. Thank you, Master.
Welcome. Be blessed.
Masters, anyone wants to ask any questions, any experience sharing, please do come forward.
All are welcome to share whatever it is, little experience, just one family. So new people I expect to open up, whether experience here or their meditative experience throughout the life from different masters, no difference. It's okay. Sharing the joy and spread the joy. I was so having a lot of complex as a child. You may not even know if I tell my history and now talking to you, how the universe is guiding. That's why once you open up, it is like opening a tap, water tap. If you open, even the entire tank above, thousands of liters can be emptied, but still it will flow. Maybe tiny drop will go, but you see from the source like that. Once we connect, you see what happens. So you should not keep the tap closed always. Sometime you have to open. Don't allow it to leak. Use it. That's all. We'll all be talking. Who is not interested in talking? When 2-3% see, keep on talking only. Can we keep quiet? No. So this is the place where you have to really talk like this. Whenever this is Acharya Sangatya, what is a Satsanga. So in Sangha, by sharing, it increases the energy of the group. Also help many who are shy and all that. You have to just jump. Open up.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So I wanted to just say, very, very peaceful today. Lovely. Just that's the experience. Very peaceful. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Be blessed. Earnestness brings always result. That's all. Many have got it, but not expressing. That's all I know. Some are more expressive, some are little. It's okay. But only thing, this being in online and offline difference. In offline only I used to the part. So there is interaction, seeing the face. Yeah, you can see the face, but unless you talk, I can't hear and interact. So that is motivating for the person who speak also. Otherwise, like speaking to the walls, that should not happen. That's all. Thank you. Yes, Ma.
Thank you, Parmeshwar, sir. Thank you very much. Very deep meditation. And that Nirvana Shatakam was beautiful. The meaning, I always loved it. So thank you for singing that. Today, I don't know, my whole body was swaying. I think that may be jet lag. So, but I heard you say in the beginning, don't just do it. You may be just thinking you're doing, but you may be going into sleep. So I was hoping I wasn't sleeping. I was trying to focus. I like the way you said, feel the breath, feel it, feel the power of it, like, how it is, and don't just try to focus on it. So thank you for guiding us. I'm sure it's been a year.
Welcome.
I've been doing, but every correction is needed. We may be just thinking we are doing, but maybe we are not. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Allowing to happen, that's all. See, as fragrance dwells in a flower, right? So does God dwells inside everything. So that is the understanding I want to convey here. It's difficult to explain who is God, what is Brahman, but I made an attempt, that's all. There is no end. So which cannot be explained, how to explain. That's why all enlightened masters say we cannot explain. We cannot express the experience. You have to go through. That's it. Yes, but yes, words cannot explain everything. Same way our feelings also, as you know. So we cry when you are happy. We cry when you are joyful also. So there is a ocean of difference inside, right? So allowing the God within. So when I talk about manifestation, all your exercises are manifest. The physical things only people talk about: car, house, relation, A, B, C, D to set. But once we start manifesting what is within, the divinity within, it's something different. It's an ongoing process. Nobody can say I reached end of the tunnel. No. There are so many masters sitting here, I know, with a lot of experience. They may not say, but they can understand. Thank you. Thank you. Once again. At least I hope I have not confused you about your belief system, about God, Brahman, and spirituality. So I have not confused you to that extent. I am happy. Yes, Jyoti ma'am.
Yeah, Jyoti ma'am, you can talk. Can't hear you.
Not unmuted.
Jyoti ma'am, please. Yeah, please. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Not able.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, its voice is very feeble. Can you raise the pitch, Jyoti ma'am?
Closer. Yeah.
Fully completely. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you, sir, for correlating Mahabharata and life and everything. Life experience. Enjoyed a lot, sir. As you said, while you are happy, you cry. But with the happiness, the tears are coming from my ears. Thanks a lot, sir, for encouraging us in making a better life. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, dear. Be blessed.
Thank you, sir.
Anila ma'am, please. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Parmeshwar, sir.
Welcome.
Pay attention today, and we love you the way you express the words. Your teachings. Thank you very much.
You are all the motivation for me.
Yeah.
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 I've seen you being a medical doctor like Ravali, and you are all coming to Visakhapatnam, Vizag, and sharing your wisdom, and from physical health to spiritual health, how you are guiding the mankind. It's really amazing, and may your tribe increase. May your tribe increase. That's all I can say.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you a lot.
So today was a wonderful topic on Ishvara Pranidhana, positive, graceful surrender towards the all-knowing divine intelligence. So thank you, sir. It was a wonderful topic.
Sure. So tomorrow we will continue. We'll
Yeah.
slowly step into the next chapter. And Om meditation with explanation we will do tomorrow, possible. Today I didn't explain, that's why I did not.
Friends, there's a beautiful document that Parameshwaran sir has written. So I'll just post the pictures of the document. So please do read it and come tomorrow. It would be great understanding for us.
Little more understanding, that's all.
Yeah. Thank
Alright.
you, sir. Thank you so much. Friends, if there are no more questions, then we'll end the session today. So tomorrow again, we'll meet the same time with a beautiful topic of Yoga Sutras and further dwelling on those topics of E.S. Ashish.
I only wish people don't hurry up like flight, you know. Starting 5 minutes early, you will gain a lot. And if you cannot sit throughout the question answer, it is fine. That's why I say the what is time prescribed, 8:15 sharp, I am stopping. Those who want to live really, yes, can go, as Ashok always says. Those who can remain when somebody is sharing, fine. So no compulsion, but at the same time, commitment, consistency, conscious effort. The 3 C's, please put it into practice.
Just
Madam is there.
Ashish ji.
yes, sir.
Hello,
Just
madam.
Thank you, sir. Nice listening to you. You just cannot confuse anybody with your smile, with your just attractive words and inspiring words, I can say. You always encourage us. You are inspirations to many of us. I still remember the way we spent in Vizag. It really regenerates us. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you,
so
Mother.
much.
Thank you. I got another sister in Vizag in the form of Nirmala and Mardini.
Thank you, thank you.
I am grateful to the universe. So the
I still
moment I saw her
remember
face, I recognize her now.
Thank you so much. Nice meeting all of you like this. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, just one thing I wanted to say before, before we close. So, one thing that I want to express is that whenever you speak, your facial expressions or your smile or your words, they reflect. I feel a deep sense of love. So
Yes.
that's what I wanted to just. That's what I. We can't hear you.
Sir, you are muted. Permission, sir.
My gratitude to the universe. If I could make one person smile, I'm the happiest person.
Thank you, sir.
Because in my 20s and 30s, I never fallen in love. I have risen in love subsequently. But now I'm falling in love. No, I'm not falling in love actually. I'm rising in love. Risen in love with you all here. Thank you, dear all.
Thank you, sir.
Floor,
Yeah,
my
we did it.
kshetra is taken over by my grandson now. That's why no other noise. That's why I'm switching off the mic often.
So Vijayalakshmi, ma'am, can you unmute yourself? Vijayalakshmi, ma'am.